Hey everybody, this is BMMB. This is a video review of Cobalt version 1, The Revolution, by Matt4542. So, there's been a lot of changes to his Unleashed ROM that was on version 3, and he borrowed a lot from CVPCS's public source. And so we're going to check out what's up in the new ROM. Right off the bat in the review, we'll notice if we click the menu key, we get the little pop-up for the menu, but it's not the fancy transitions that have been so popular nowadays. You have the regular launcher, nothing really special about that. No theme, you see it's still regular, the boring gray. Okay, the big thing is into settings. We've got these regular, the standard applications here. So go into settings here, and the one everybody wants to see is the Cobalt extras. Okay, so this is a take on the gem settings for CBPCS's Obsidian ROM. Okay, so the first one here is performance. Let's check that out. This is an interesting thing actually. This comp catch up here, it's an option for services, but it says it's not supported in the kernel. And as far as I know, the kernel won't be changing anytime soon, so I guess that one's not going to be of any use to us. The second one, though, is actually really nice. It's to control the scaling for the CPU, so if you have something like the DX overclock or the milestone or something like that, or set CPU, this is like it. You have on-demand performance in user space. You've got your minimum clock setting, and then your maximum clock setting, which is really nice. The audio here, I haven't had any luck with this first option actually. The volume button to seek through music tracks, it hasn't been working for me. Maybe somebody else it has, but I couldn't get it to work. The lock screen music controls, I can show you that really quick. It's never when playing or always. This has been added to a lot of ROMs nowadays. But if we just click it off and then click back on, you'll see the little play button down there, which is actually really nice, and it works perfect. Okay. There was one more option here, the DSP Manager, and this is a great improvement for an equalizer. I know in 2.3 there will be an equalizer coming in the music application, but this one is for right now, and it actually works very well. You click here, and you can change equalizer and set it for a number of different things: the headset, the phone speaker, and the Bluetooth device. Alright, user interface tweaks is actually quite interesting. They've got the status bar colors, okay? So everything up here on the menu we can change. I was having some force closes, and I think I can replicate it here. Maybe. If I just change a couple here. I'll just show you quickly. I'll change the crazy ones. See, I was getting a force close on the battery, I think that's what it was. But we go back in, a lot of them have changed. You see the Verizon Wireless is now blue. The date you can't really see. Things like that. They pretty much work all around. Notification colors, more of the same, which is always nice for customization. You can change if the status bar clock is off or not, and the battery percentage off or not as well. This is the big thing and why everybody would want to be on this ROM, is the Galaxy S power widget. Okay. So now we just clicked it on, and you can see up here now our new options. And we haven't added very many yet, so it's not scrollable. I believe it will be. You can change the color of the indicator. Select the buttons that will be used. So let's go ahead and click all of these on. And there's so many options. It's wonderful. Okay, now we'll go back here. You can see it fills up the screen, and we're scrolling across. So it's moving with us, which is fantastic. Let's see, let's turn on the air, make sure it works. The airplane, it worked. All these seem to work just fine, which is great. And that's been a big advantage that some Galaxy S phones have had, that All of us have not. And it's a very big improvement. You can also change the order of the buttons, which is great. Say you wanted the lock screen up first, so you just grab it, pull it to the top, look again, and there's the lock screen. Let's change that. Put Bluetooth at the top, look again, there's Bluetooth. So that is a great improvement to the ROM and a welcome change to what we have right now. Okay, here's other tools. He's put the spare parts and dev tools in an easier place to get them for us, which is great. Right here you have some Cobalt extras. They're just kind of miscellaneous stuff. You get the LED light on while the screen's on. You can kill the apps with a long press. And everybody's favorite nowadays, the retro lock screen, which is the one I often use. You see down here, actually, you see something from CVPCS. And it was the Wii controller. It is an easy way to set up a Wii controller. I'll run through that later with an actual Wii and see if it works. But this is more of a comparison of the ROM. And you actually see one thing that Matt4542 noticed when he was uploading the source, that he left the gym notifications on there. But you can pretty much ignore those because they're not a real part of the ROM. Okay, an interesting thing that happened when I tried to go to the market to get Quadrant Standard, we actually get the error message that there is no room to install. So I'm not sure if that's something that's happened to everybody or not, but I'll just do a couple applications that I have purchased and show you that I'm getting them on all the applications. It is the new market, but kind of useless if you can't get anything downloaded. Just one more. So, I'm not sure if the market's working correctly in this, or if it needs some kind of fix or not. So, that's something to keep in mind. And I can prove to you that we in fact do have enough storage. We have available 6 gigabytes of internal phone storage. And that's a quick look at the Cobalt ROM. There are some bugs with this ROM to think about. The video camera doesn't work, and the other 2 bugs that he lists, the capacitive buttons and the Alt key, apply to the D2 version of this, and not really the DX, since we have physical buttons and no Alt key because there is no hardware keyboard. We'll just show you that he did fix and send an update that fixed the camera, so we can take a picture and it will not force close on us. But if we do switch to the camera, we get a force close. So the camera right now is not working. Some people report that the GPS is also not working. So let's go. We actually can't download maps or a file manager, which it does not come with, to run any apps off the SD card, because I could not get the market to work and download an application. So you're kind of stuck if you have this ROM. You have really no choices, as far as I can tell, of how to get apps on there unless an update for the market is sent. Nice thing though, you can always get to your recovery, which is great, because you just click reboot and you can reboot to the recovery or just reboot your phone, which is always nice when ROMs have that extra menu added in. So that's pretty much it for the Cobalt ROM version 1. It's probably going to be the only version of this ROM. He says that, Matt4542 says that something bigger and better is coming, and it's probably the Phoenix project, which he's now a part of. So, looks like the next continuation of this will be a combination of the people working for the Phoenix team now. So we'll see what happens after that. Alright, thanks for watching.